Alright guys, what is up? Today I'm going to be bringing you my first tutorial. Basically I just want to show you guys how to create a sort of broken up logo similar to the one here. If you do not know where I got this idea, I'm going to give credit where it is due. Basically I got this idea from Evan Icard's creation of the Bash LOL logo, or the iBash TV logo. As you can see here, I did it a little bit differently, but you know, I kind of mimicked the style, so that's where I'm coming from with this logo. But it's really easily done, and so what I've done is I've created a video resolution 1280 by 720 sized canvas, and basically what you want to do first is just type out your text. So for this specific tutorial I am going to do design again, and you can keep it as a simple font or you can change it up. Something that I find works is Chinese rocks, or you know, really any big block logo that you may have. One that lots of people, it's installed on basically every computer, is Impact. So actually we'll do it with Impact just so that you guys can see that you can pretty much do it with anything. So basically just type out what you want, right click, rasterize the type. So now you're going to have this rasterized layer. Go ahead and take your pen tool, and you're just going to want to make little cutouts. Now you can either cut out into just one shape like Evan did in his Bash logo, or you could go through 2 or 3 or even all of the shapes depending on how many letters you've got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the Z and the N, and then I'm going to do the D individually. So you just want to try to do it in a triangle. I figure a triangle looks best. So after you've got that triangle shape done, right click, make selection. Okay, you don't want to feather that radius. Then you're gonna have to come up here and click your your selection tool. Then you want to right click and layer via cut. It's important that you do cut and not copy, or else this will not work. So now basically we're gonna have this new layer, and you just want to slightly move out this layer. You can maybe even just scale it a little bit to make it smaller looking, but you basically just want to offset it a little bit like that. You can rotate it, you know, just make it look good. Then I'm going to move this in a little. I'm going to create an extra cut, so go back to your pen tool, make sure you're on this base layer, and I'm going to cut out a piece of this N right here. So make selection. Okay, don't want to feather that. Hit your selection tool, layer via cut, and then just pull it out like that. So as you can see, you can still make that out as an N, but it really just looks a lot better and it looks cooler. You kind of get that broken up effect. I'm going to move this top half of the Z, so I'm just gonna go around it, make selection, and then I'm going to separate this top half into its own new layer. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna offset that a little bit. And as you can see, there's just this little black piece here, so I'm not sure which layer that is included in. So I'm just going to click through the layers. Alright, now to get to the D, and the D I'm going to do more like how it was done in Evan's Bash LOL logo. So I'm going to break up this D quite a bit, and I'm going to separate it a lot. I'm probably going to do this 3, 4, maybe 5 times, and you can just go through separating pieces, and you don't have to break it up right away necessarily. So I'm going to make a couple triangle cuts. Those will look nice. And then when you're doing layer via cut, make sure that you're selected on your base layer. So that's that rasterized text layer. And you know, I don't really like the look of how that one was done, so I'm just gonna move it around just a little, warp it, make it look a little bit different. It's pretty much just trial and error doing this. You want to try to get something that you like, that looks nice. Let's see, get a couple more cuts up in this top corner. Pull this out. Do the same over here. make selection, okay. Get your selection tool, layer via cut, make sure you select it on that base layer again, or else that will not work. Make this one look a little bit smaller maybe. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So, and then I'm going to basically, for the last cut, I'm just going to take off a really wacky cut of the D. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it like that. Select my base layer, layer via cut. Definitely going to size that down. And I'm actually going to delete the top half of that. That looks a little bit too broken up, so if I don't like that, I'm just going to go ahead and undo that. So that's Control-Alt-Z, or edit, step backwards. But I do want to make one more cut in this, so I have an idea. I will do triangle that basically just slips out. So this is the basic kind of cut that you're gonna do. It's just some sort of triangle that you kind of just offset and slip out, and that'll look really nice. So as you can see there, with the font Impact, I've made a logo similar to that of this Bash LOL logo made by Evan, and I'll be sure to link him in the description because this was pretty much his idea. This is 100% where I got it. But if you can see in this other group here of that one I already did, I just added like a little like trademark little thing here. I actually have a trademark one too, so that's pretty easy to make. I can do that real quick. Just go ahead and grab a new layer, grab your circle selection tool, right click, fill, color black, and then you can just keep it here, do not deselect, and actually right click with your selection tool and do transform selection, and this is just gonna transform that little selection you just made. So I use this technique a lot. It's a really easy way to make a ring. Then I just am gonna get a pretty basic font. I find that this looks really normal, and then I'm going to stick this inside of the circle. So there you go. You got your little restricted trademark symbol right there. I can even get a little bit smaller. So there you have it. This is a really easy to do, cut up looking logo. You can add layer styles to it if you want. Pretty much anything. It works really well. It looks nice, as you can see here. And once again, the idea is from Evan, so I will of course link him in the description. You probably should know who he is if you're an avid GFX artist. He's one of the biggest graphic designers on YouTube, does a lot of 2D design and stuff like that. He's a real great artist, so be sure to check him out. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it. That'll help me gauge whether or not you guys want to see more videos like this. Also, to keep updated and not miss a video, go ahead and subscribe. And then in the description, there will be the link to my Twitter, which I will be doing cool giveaways and stuff like that. So be sure to follow me there. That's pretty much it. In the next week or so, I should be doing a dual speed art with Suprex, so look out for that. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.